video, we're going to talk about how much curtain fabric we need in relation to the width of the window. And we're going to concentrate in this video on pencil pleats. When measuring for the width of a window, you'll perhaps seen already that you can go 1.5 times or twice the width of the window. Now the difference in that is the thickness, the weight of your curtain. It also can depend on cost. If we go for twice the width of the window, which these curtains are, we have very nice tight pleats. These are interlined curtains, so they're quite heavy anyway. The difference is also in the depth of the curtain here. You can see that the folds are really thick, you get really rich, luxurious looking curtains if you go for twice the width of the window. Because of the width, the depth, they're going to stick out quite a long way. So depending on how much space you've got, this is another thing to think about. They do take up more room. If you have a bedroom and you have twice the width of the window curtains, the curtains are going to push out. And if you've got a small room and your bed is against the curtains, you're not going to have an awful lot of room to walk past. I think you can perhaps see better if we look at the bottom. You can see how far that comes out into the room. Now these curtains are 1.5 times the width of the window. We've still got a decent pleat, just not quite as tight. But if I pull these out to their full width, you can see you've still got a good bit of curtain there. So you're saving yourself money. So these are also interlined curtains, and it gives them depth, thickness, weight, and a little bit more luxury, if you like, to look at. A quick look at the back of the curtain and you can really see how tight these twice width of the window pleats are. When you measure for the width of the window, depends how much wall you've got. It depends on your track. I had a board here when I put these up, and I want to pull them quite far back off the window to get as much light as possible because it's a north facing room. Another point is when you're twice the width of the window, your curtains will pull back less far than they would with 1.5 times the width of the window materials. So again, you need to think about, when measuring for your window, giving yourself enough allowance for your curtain to pull back into, and make sure you've enough track or pole allowance to accommodate bulky rings. I would generally allow about 5 centimetres over the edge of the window. However, if you've got really thick curtains, a really big wide window, you might want to allow a little bit more, or if you've got a very small window, perhaps a little bit less. It depends how far you want to get those curtains off the window to let the light in. First of all, get yourself a tape measure that's got a little hook on the end, and then you can go fishing. So if with a hook you can get that right in that ring, with a ring you can get right in the ring, and then you can pull it down to the depth you want. If you've got a track, I would sit it on top of the track, and the hooks usually sit in the middle pocket, and then the curtain will come to the top of the track. Once you've got your curtain hooks in your ring or on the top of your track, you then can come back down to wherever you want your hem to be. And that is your measurement. I then add on 20 centimetres, 15 centimetres for the hem, and 5 centimetres at the top. And 5 centimetres might sound like a lot, but it gives you a little bit of play. Sometimes the fabric, especially if it's a pattern, isn't always cut evenly. Your floor might not be even, so that's another tip. It's a good idea to measure either end of your curtain when you're coming down. One thing to think about if you're measuring down from a ring is how much you want of the ring to be covered. Now I usually go in a middle pocket, so when you do your calculations, you need to add on, if you're going in the middle pocket, 3 centimeters. I think it's 1.5 on the top and then 5 centimeters at the bottom. So you need to work that into your calculations for the depth of your curtains, especially if you're going to the floor. Curtain track, usually the top of the curtain matches the top of the track, but again it can depend on tracks and where the hooks sit. So if you've got your curtain tape, sometimes it's a good idea to put a curtain hook in, and then you can measure and add that a little allowance on. It's a little bit of playing around, but as a general rule, I find 3 centimeter add-on for a ring, and the top of the curtain will come to the top of the track and the hooks will sit further down, so in the middle pocket. So you're usually okay just to measure from the top of the tracks, but do check. I'll use my bay window as an example for calculations. The window width and pullback allowance is 2.8 meters wide. If I go for 1.5 times the width of the window, that's 2.8 meters times 1.5 gives me 3.12 meters. I then divide that by my fabric width, which is 1.38 meters, and that gives me 2.26 or 2.25 drops. I then need to decide whether 2 drops will give me the finished effect I want, or if I need to allow for 3 drops. In this case, I've opted for 3 drops. I then take my length calculation, which is 2.18 meters. I add 3 centimeters for the hook allowance and 20 centimeters for the hem and heading allowance. And that gives me a total drop of 2.38 meters. Now you need to consider pattern repeat, unless you're using a plain fabric. So for example, if my pattern repeat is 0.89 centimeters, I times that by 3 and that gives me 2.67 meters. So for my total calculation, I need 3 drops of 2.67 meters, which means I need to order a total of 8.1 meters of fabric. You can of course adjust that to 2 drops at 2.67 meters and 1 drop at 2.38 meters, but that won't give you any room to shift the pattern repeat once you've cut the first 2.38 centimeter drop. I hope this tutorial's been useful. My curtain has disappeared because I'm about to make some new curtains, and I'm going to recycle the old curtains and use them as interlining for the new ones, and that's in another video, and I'll leave a link to that. If this has been useful, please like, subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I make more videos, and the making of the new curtains will be in another video, and I'll leave a link to that. Thanks for watching and good luck with your project.